Hey, what is going on? So, it's been an interesting couple weeks. And I think I uploaded a video about a month ago. I could be wrong, who knows. But I have tried to record some videos, upload, and I just never upload because I'm like, well, there's no point in uploading now. But I've been selling stuff left and right on eBay. I've been doing pretty good. So I want to talk about a couple things about what you should buy on eBay. And I got this idea because I started watching this dude. I'm going to totally ravage his name. It's like KP Trainham. Really good guy. If you've never seen him before, go check him out. If that's the wrong name, then I'm sorry. I don't know. I think that's what his name is, though, like KP Trainham or something like that. He's a reseller. If not, look up VHS selling on eBay, and he has a good video on that. That's another way you probably could find him, and that's why I watched. But this topic is really, really good, and I want to talk about this is what should you not sell on eBay? This is the topic. What you should not sell on eBay. And this topic is bullshit. It is. It's complete, utter bullshit. So, what do people tell you you should not sell on eBay? VHS tapes, children's clothes, cassettes, people have told you, magazines, what are books or some things. Some people might say don't sell books on eBay. But here's the thing. Here is the thing. Anything that somebody tells you you should not sell on eBay, can you get the item for an extremely cheap price? Can you get it for a good deal? Free? Quarter? 50 cents? Okay. How much you going to sell it for? Can you get $4.99 out of it? Plus shipping? That's pretty good to me. So, in my opinion, really anything is worth money. So, there's a few exceptions, you know, but I think a lot of things you really can make money on eBay. VHS tapes, you can sell on eBay. I haven't had much luck with selling VHS tapes, but I think I've sold one. And I've sold tons of cassette tapes. I completely shattered that. People were saying you can't sell cassette tapes. Because I sell them anywhere from $4.99 to and upwards. I think the most expensive one I sold for about 15 bucks that I've sold. And I'm sure there's others out there that are worth more than that. But I haven't really got over that. But for $5 a cassette, that's really, really good. Because usually cassettes you can get from 10 cents to a quarter to 50 cents. So spending $1 on it, that's a bit much. You know, unless it's really, really, like the ones that people want right now, the cassettes they're hip-hop. If you find hip-hop cassettes from mid-90s and even earlier, that's the ones you want to pick up. If they're $1, I would probably buy them. And Goodwill usually has them for 69 cents or so. And I usually pick them up. If they're decent, I probably pick them up. Country is a little bit harder to move. I was picking up quite a bit of country. And I still will if there's nothing else to pick up. I usually pick up a couple of cassettes just to have something. And I spit on the camera. Spit on the phone. Anyways. But it's been kind of dry with cassettes with me going to buy at my local Goodwill, and Goodwills that I've been to. It's kind of rough. I haven't been picking up much because there's nothing really there. I went to one Goodwill in Columbus, Indiana, and it was really, really good. It's a good one in a good area of town. So if you ever go there and you know what I'm talking about, if you walk into Goodwill and it's not a very good Goodwill, it looks really trashy, you're not in the right Goodwill. Because there's one that's really bad. But I will say that the bad Goodwill, they did have quite a bit of cassettes that was actually worth a decent amount of money. And I think I sold something from that one already that I bought from that little lot I bought there. But a lot of cassettes, you know, a lot of the stuff that people say, oh, they don't sell, so pretty much you got to call that long tail. If you deal with Amazon stuff, you know what that term means. You know what long tail means. The term long tail means that it's not going to sell immediately. It's going to take a while. You want to list it. You want to forget it. And how about children's clothes? So children's clothes, and I talked about this in the past on this channel. If you can get children's clothes for extremely cheap, free from your kids, maybe your kids outgrew stuff. You're not going to have a child. You think you know what? You're not going to have a child. That's going to fit into that later. Or you may just not even care. You're just like, whatever, we'll buy them new ones when they get older. But that's when you kind of go through the clothes. You pick out stuff. And the craziest thing about the clothing is you don't want to sell the plain shirts unless it's a major brand. You want to stick to like the shirts that, you know, like Minecraft, Marvel, you know, cartoons and things like that. You want to list them. Be careful though, listing those shirts is you want to probably sell like other on these shirts, even though it's not remotely close to what that shirt is. What you want to do is you want to find out the safe words to use in order to sell that thing. Minecraft, if you put Mojang in the title, you're going to get taken down most likely. Because I put Mojang because that's what's said on the freaking tag on the shirt. And I got it taken down, and it was a Dan TDM shirt. If you know who that is, you know he's a big YouTuber, and the shirts are they're very, very valuable. You can probably sell them pretty decently. So sometimes you gotta kind of dance around what the shirt has on it, but I think people would find it. Like if you put like a gamer shirt for a Dan TDM shirt, I think it would work. People would find it. Or even YouTube shirt would probably be okay, I think. I don't know if YouTube is copyrighted anyway. But like I said, just kind of do due diligence and search up something that looks similar to that and see how they sold their shirt. And I would go to Souls, so that you know that, hey, eBay didn't take this down, they let them sell this. And most likely clothes, you know, they take a while to sell. So it sat there for a while before it eventually sold. So you know those words are probably okay. But if you can get $4.99, here's the thing. Here, back it up. Put $4.99 on your children's clothes that you're trying to sell. And like I said, well, I told you that certain brands will be good to sell. But a lot of the shirts that I've sold, some of the shirts I've sold actually have not been. It's kind of just pretty much what's on the shirt. And even some nice shirts, if they look nice, it's kind of just taking in the concept like, if you were an adult buying this shirt for you, would you sell it to someone else, knowing that someone else would want to wear this? Like, if you had a really nice shirt and your friend was like, hey, can I borrow that? Would your friend want to borrow that shirt? If you understand what I'm trying to tell you. Because some of the nicer shirts I would, sell. But, yeah. My coworker's coming out here sometime. I have to stare at it. But, yeah, it's, I would definitely look at doing that. But what I do is I put $4.99 on a lot of this stuff, getting away from talking about what you should look for. Because pretty much what I told you is pretty much what you need to look for. Get them cheap, you know, if they're passed down from a family, or they're going to have a yard sale, or they just don't want to deal with it, you're getting ready to take them to Goodwill, let people know you sell stuff on eBay, and that, you know, hey, if they have any clothes they're getting rid of, let me know, I'll sell them on eBay, you know, for a little extra money. And it's something, like I said, you're going to list them and forget them, and that's what's going to happen. You're not going to make any money off of it really, really quickly. But you list them for $4.99 unless you find something that's worth more. There are some jeans and some jackets and some other stuff that'll be worth more money. There's sleepers that are infant-based, Patagonia. They're worth quite a bit of money. So there's some stuff that you'll just find out that they're worth more money doing your research on certain shirts. You'll be surprised. And but put $4.99 if there's nothing to look for, or you can't find anything on this shirt, or it seems a bit low. What somebody's selling it for like $1.45. Put it up for $4.99. Let it sit. Somebody most likely will offer you a $2.50 or $3, and you just take the deal. Anybody that's interested in that shirt, you take the deal, because you didn't put much money into this. You're not a lot into it. You haven't, you know, broke the bank buying them. Let's hope you didn't. And it's, hold on, it's almost out of my can. but you didn't really put a whole lot of things into it. So that's what I do. And I make a decent amount of money on clothes. I think the smart thing to do with kids' clothes would be to kind of clear out your inventory at some point. But what I've been trying to do is, after a while, if I'm not getting any action on something, and like there's literally no views going to a kid's shirt, because they see the main picture. If that's not drawing somebody in, then I know it's just not really a desirable shirt for a kid that nobody really wants. And what I've been doing is dropping it down to a 99-cent auction and just letting it run. And recently I've kind of end up selling stuff for like $1.50 or $1.25 because a couple people bid on it because they were trying to get a cheap shirt for their kid, I think, or something. Or I've sold something for 99 cents, you know. And the thing is, you know, it's going to a good home. Somebody actually must have liked that shirt or thought it was kind of cool, or they wouldn't have bought it. So it feels good to sell a kid's shirt and put it back into something, whether you made a lot of money on it or maybe you lost a little bit of money on it. I think it's something, and it's free. And for everything else you get from those kid shirts that you buy, most likely something is going to sell from those. And you're probably going to break even and make your money back at least. And on a couple, you may make more than what you thought. But yeah, I think there's money to be made out there with kids' clothes. It matters how cheap you get. If you can go to a yard sale and clean up, you know, I think kids' clothes would be something that you go later on in the day. Like if you see someone at a yard sale that has a lot of, like, let's say 8, 9, 10-year-old clothes, that's probably a good age to buy clothes. Because that's normally when people are reselling that, when they have that growth spurt and they jump up to a teenager, so they may have some of those younger clothes to sell. And that's when probably you would want to buy stuff, or even teenager stuff, clothes. But if they have those clothes at the end of the day, go back. Because that, if you feel bad about buying a bunch of kids' clothes and when, oh, well, somebody could have bought them, go back near the end, ask them how long they're going to keep the sale open, and say, okay, well, I said, I want to buy some kids' clothes, but I said, and tell them, you know, basically say, hey, you know, I'm a reseller, but I want to let people that want to buy this stuff come and buy it before I come back. So let them know that, but then come back at the, if you're like, you know, you don't want to take anything away from anybody. But anyways, that's all I want to talk about today. I want to talk about that, you know, keep your mind open to what you can sell. What can you not sell on eBay? There's not anything you cannot sell on eBay, except the ones you're not allowed to. Can't break any rules, but you know what I'm saying. But some of the things that normally people tell you that you shouldn't sell on eBay, it's a bunch of nonsense. It's just, you know, finding the right price on anything. You can make money on things, and, you know, have to test things out if they're old media and things like that, like VHS cassettes and even 8-tracks and beta tapes. You could sell those too. Probably make a lot of money on those too. If you wait for the right person. Records, vinyls, you know, there's probably a huge thing for vinyls that people, you know, haven't got into. Anyways, I gotta get out of here. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. I'll catch you guys later. Keep rocking and keep selling on eBay. Yeah.